Yes, ma'am, you are visible.
Yes, yes, yes. Good morning.
Good
Good to
morning,
see
ma'am.
you.
Good to see you, ma'am.
Okay, so how are you doing?
I'm doing very fine. I randomly watched your videos. Uh,
Okay.
and once I started watching, and nowadays I watch one video daily. Okay, one or two videos daily on daily
Oh,
basis.
okay. Thank you. So please tell me a little more about you for
Okay,
my
I'm
viewers. Yes.
okay. Thank you so much, ma'am, for asking. I'm Dr. Kailash. Actually, I'm from my native place is Jaipur, Rajasthan. But
Okay.
but my father was working in Bikaner, Rajasthan. So I grew up there, and I my schooling and my
Mhm.
graduation and post graduation BSc and MSc. So I finished all those degrees in Bikaner.
Okay.
Then I joined research work in Jaipur, Rajasthan, University of Rajasthan, Jaipur. In Jaipur, Rajasthan, I have done
Okay.
PhD. And
Hmm.
during my research work, I got selected for the post of postgraduate teacher in biology. Am I audible to you?
Yes,
Clearly?
yes, you are audible. You are audible.
So, as postgraduate teacher in biology, I was selected in Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan in year 2012 during my research work. And
Okay.
then in Jamnagar, Gujarat,
Okay.
I joined Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan,
Okay.
KKV schools, Kendriya
Yeah.
Vidyalaya number one, Jamnagar. And
Yes.
for one decade, for more
Hmm.
than 11 years, I was there in Gujarat in different schools.
Wow.
Then last year, I was selected as principal in Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan. So now I am here in Odisha, Malkangiri, as
Okay.
principal from last 5 months.
Oh, okay. Wow. Hmm.
And one more thing, my wife is also English teacher in Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan. She is MA English, and I have a daughter, a 6-year-old daughter.
Okay. Okay. Nice. So, do you want to know about me or shall we skip it?
I know about it, but maybe any person is watching this video for the first time on your channel. So please introduce yourself.
Sure, sure. So, as you know, my name is Shanta, and I used to work as a spoken English trainer on a platform called engtalki. But I stopped working for them in December and I started my own YouTube channel. So, I have been working independently ever since then. So, I think I started my YouTube channel since 5 months, 4 or 5 months. And I am basically a software engineer. I did my computer science engineering 15 years ago. So, after that, I worked in the software industry. Then I took a break of like 10 years. Later, I did not want to go back into software, so I started applying for freelance positions, and I was selected for Inktalki. After that, I noticed people having conversations, so I thought I'll have a channel of my own and start conversating with people independently and post the videos on my channel so that people can watch and learn, right? So that is how I started my YouTube channel. So it is going good as of now. So I live in South India, Karnataka.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, that's all about me.
Okay.
Hmm. So, how is your experience going on? I mean, principal and is it stressful?
No, it is not. It's just actually, I have been working in Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan from 11 years. It is
Mm.
actually a central school. It is a system
Correct.
of
Correct.
schooling for those employees who have frequent transfers in
Correct.
defense, for example, in Air Force services, Navy, Army.
Mm.
These government servants for central government. Then the theme was that in across the India, if we have those schools which are having same curriculum at same pace, so if
Mm.
any employee transfer from one school to another, from
Mm.
South India to North India, from Jammu Kashmir to Punjab, from Punjab to Odisha, so they will have same type of books, same type of syllabus, so their children will not be harmed because of these transfer processes.
Oh,
So
oh,
this is the structure of Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan. So I am working from 11 years as teacher.
okay. Yeah.
But because I was a postgraduate teacher, so I was also involved in managing schools, having some departments like
Right.
examination, like admission, and other timetable to those departments. So I was
Mm.
aware about the roles and responsibilities. But yes, it is completely different now. Becoming a
Mm.
principal, completely change of role.
Right, right, right. So, like, the attitude of students also is different, right? When compared to teachers and principal, the way they behave or speak with principal is like kind of different. Right. Right. Okay. So, what is the academic year of Kendriya Vidyalaya? I think you finish the exams and then you have school for 1 month. Then 2 months you, I mean, there is a summer vacation, right? If I'm right.
Yes, sir. You are right. Actually, we start session from April to March. So in
Okay.
April, for the 1 month, we are having session. Then
Okay.
in for 50 days, we are having summer vacation.
Hmm.
But it is because we start session before, because if students want their progress, if they are aware, if they realize, okay, we are in new class. So
Okay.
if they want to have some academic progress during vacation, so they have a guideline. They have a mindset. Okay, we are in new class. We are having new books, so we can proceed.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Otherwise,
Nice.
I was a child. At that
Hmm.
time, we simply finish the session and we have vacation. So
Correct.
our mindset is that, okay, one class is over. Now we can enjoy in my vacation. Then new school will start. The new class will start. So this is the slight change in Kendra Sangat.
Yes, even I was wondering why do schools keep like for 1 month and then you give 50 days holiday? So what is the use of having 1 month of like school for a new year? But you're telling that you already give books and everything, and if people want to learn, they can do so. Oh, okay. Okay, nice. Yeah, I got a clarity on that. So yes, you if you have any questions for me, you start first.
Actually, I have watched many of your videos, so I know about your family background and your children, how you managing your home.
Yes.
But I think you took a very good decision,
Mm.
being a freelancer and managing your family, and in a spare time you can do this, because
Yes.
because me and my wife we were in same school in Gujarat
Okay.
for 10 years, so for 8 to 10 years. So actually, because of my promotion and because of my wife's transfer, we are in living in different states now. I am in Odisha, she is in Gujarat.
Oh,
So I
okay.
somewhere it feels me that if because of my aspirations, my family is suffering, or my daughter is not getting what she deserves. So
Mm.
it sometimes disappoints me. So
Yes, yes, it does. But yeah, but parents sometimes they have to sacrifice, right? Because of like, brighter future of their children and they have their own aspirations, right? But I was of a notion that I wanted to take a back seat for myself, right? I wanted to let my husband go and do what he wants to do. And I prefer it this way. I prefer being a freelancer and being able to manage both because family is priority for me. It might not be true for everybody, but for me, family was priority. So that is why I chose to take it slow. So that is okay, I think. Where is your daughter now? Is she with your wife?
she is with my wife, but now we have taken some leaves. So now we are she is with me, but
Okay.
for a limited period of time, and then she have to go. This is the
Yes.
and this
Yeah.
also it's once when the time comes now, when the vacation is going to end. So
Yeah.
the clock is ticking, and then you realize, okay, this is we are having this much limited time. Uh,
Correct.
that, that
Mm-mm. Is it possible for your wife to get a transfer anytime soon?
it is possible. There are certain limitations. There are some certain rules and regulations. So it is possible. But it takes time. Sometimes 1 year, sometimes 2 3 years. These things are there, but ultimately we can do that.
Mm-mm. And I think that even your daughter studies in Kendriya Vidyalaya.
She will study. Actually, nowadays in class one, we are having the age limit have been changed. So after 6 years, completion of 6 years, we. But yes, she will be there in Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan from this session.
Mm-mm. Even the education is like very good standards, right? Kendriya Vidyalaya.
Yes, ma'am. It is very good.
Mm-hmm. And do like you also have a teaching experience, a lot of teaching experience as well, right? So do you think any time AI will be able to replace physical teachers in classrooms?
No, never, never. I cannot replace, but it will assist. See, when year 2000 was back in year 2000, I was in class 8. The people are saying that nowadays, after because of computers and because of things, because technology, books are being replaced or teachers are being replaced. Because these are only speculations.
Correct.
Nobody can replace teachers. Nobody can replace human beings. Only technology will assist us. So whatever feature we assume or movies shows us, that is
Mm,
not. Because if you see back movies back 50 years back, what they
mm,
were assumed after 50 years, they assumed that we were flying floating in space with the space suits. No, we are not floating. We are living normal
correct.
life. Good
Mm,
technology, mobile
mm,
phones and computers.
yes, we being content creators also people tell that you can use ChatGPT, you can just copy paste the script, but we can't do that. Nobody will watch if you like. You can get some tips and ideas, but ultimately it has to be your input, what you feel and what you feel like talking. Otherwise, you won't be able to connect to the opposite person. Same
Right.
goes with teaching or whatever profession, right? Because teachers play such a vital role in child's development and initial years of their life. But AI doesn't have feelings. Teachers do have. Yeah, and they are considered with so high esteem, right, in a child's life. Throughout their life, they remember who was your favorite teacher in school. This used to be my teacher. They remember. They have a bonding that will never come with AI.
Correct.
Mm.
Very hard to it is in a very initial stage. What
Mm.
we have thought is sci-fi movies and novels, but it is very on very initial stage. AI actually, even the new phones they are coming. For example, Samsung is launching phone with AI, but AI is a slight part, helping slightly.
Mm.
It will take many years to completely take over, and what we are assuming that okay, AI will do these things.
Mm. Mm.
Easy in
Yeah,
English,
yeah. It might make life easier, but it will not replace humans.
can't replace, never replace.
Mm. So what is your take on the education system of India? So if you were in the authority of changing something, so what would you change about education system of India?
Actually, ma'am, education system of India is changing. Actually, there are authorities and they are changing. There is new curriculum framework for children. There is new curriculum framework for teachers, for educators, and a new. If you are aware about National Education Policy (NEP 2020), actually
Mm-hmm.
new policy have been there. There is no 10+2 system in India. Actually, what we are thinking that okay, we are studying from class 1 to 10th, then we
Mm-hmm.
will study class 11 and 12. We will take some subjects, some streams, and then we will go to college. No, this have
Mm.
been already have been replaced, but these changing are going on. They are in transition phase. So we are not having 10+2 structure in anywhere in India in government schools. We are having 5+3+3+4 structure. Actually, Balvatika is there in your schools. Toy based pedagogy, and there are so many things we are implementing.
Mm. Mm.
So, but yes, actually, authorities may already have been changing that. So, if I was there in authority, now I could have been introduced those changes which are already implementing. So, there are policies, there are rules and regulations, but implementation is more important.
Mm. Correct, correct. Yeah. And like, some, I think that Indian education system is more about theory,
Yes.
like mugging up and putting it in your exams. I would think that that part even is that being implemented? Are changes being made to even to that now?
Yes, ma'am, there are so even their report card is being changed in a holistic report card. But yes, in ground level, still theory is very important because ultimately if you
Yeah.
in a practical life we see na, class 10, let's take example 10th and 12th board examination.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately they have to write something, and
Mm.
people are the educators are judging them on the basis of writing.
Mm.
So
Mm.
yes, it is writing skills, and yes, it is now it till now it is very important.
Correct. Mm, mm. And even that goes with even English, right? So many youngsters now are facing an issue because in their schooling days, emphasis was more on reading and writing in English. But there used to never be an exam for how well you speak. That's why people are literally suffering now with like we are not able to speak English and getting a job and progressing in careers becoming difficult.
And in jobs also only interviews are being conducted in English.
Correct.
In both the
Mm,
interviewer and the interview, the one who is giving interview, both are, one is taking interview in English and another is giving interview in English. But
mm,
after that interview, if they are appointed, both are talking in Hindi because the system and the culture what we are having. So it takes much effort if anybody want to communicate in English.
correct. Correct.
In
Yes.
any,
Yeah. Yeah. That is what I was like telling about. We need to focus more on skills
yes,
rather than subjects.
correct.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask about your hobbies. What are your hobbies apart from conducting these conversation sessions and managing your family?
Uh, Prior to starting my YouTube channel, I had hobbies like reading books. I would love
Okay.
reading books. Then I also like watching movies. I used to watch English content and Bollywood movies and listening to music. So these were my favorite pastime. I used to pass my time like this. But after starting the YouTube channel, it is, sometimes people say when you make your passion into your work, you don't feel that you need something else to relax yourself. Because hobbies are mainly the things that you do during your free time, which relaxes you, which makes you feel better. So this thing makes me feel better, and I do not even have time for anything else. It is quite hectic having sessions, then replying to mails, scheduling sessions. It is time consuming. So now I do not have any other hobby. YouTube and thinking on how to grow and thinking on what more people need, what type of content is in demand, and what they are expecting from the channel. Because I'm taking this quite seriously, so I need to put some input in the channel, and I should see that it is beneficial, and I should add value to a person who is watching it. So I'm just means and ways of doing that. So that is also in brief. I do not have any hobby as of now other than YouTube.
Correct, correct.
Tell me about your YouTube channel. Do you have any further visions for it or?
Actually, actually my wife is, as I said, that she is also a Kendra teacher. And
Yes.
in local time, we had to start something. Actually, this was started from our schools, and we were at our homes for teaching students. So she made a channel, random
Mm-hmm.
channel, and she
Okay.
put some educational stuff there. And the one problem was that I never put anything on channel. Then actually I have a hobby of sketching
Oh.
and reading books. That hobby I have. I
Oh,
can sketch if
yes.
you want.
Yes, yes. I saw your a short video where you were doing some pencil sketching. I'm recollecting it now. Oh,
So for
wow. Is that your daughter?
I is my daughter. So in my is my office actually. So I because to have a
Correct.
look on
You are
this
so good at it.
these pencils, these are actually pencil sketches. And
Wow.
these are some random. It is a random comic book panel, so it will be very difficult for you to identify.
Oh, correct, correct, correct. There is so much into it. Yeah.
I have hobby of not of actually color paint. No, I sketch. I have hobby of only penciling to do
Okay.
sketch
Pencil
with pencil.
sketches. Okay.
And because of that hobby, actually I love these type of books, these comic books.
Oh,
Amar Chitra Katha, these type of
yes.
books I love. So what happened actually, because of this hobby, I ordered some books and I
Mm-hmm.
unboxed them. So
Mm-hmm.
I simply randomly put. So if you visit my channel, you will notice that it is unfocused. Sometimes some educational content is there. Sometimes some random books is there. So
Mm-hmm.
because in India, I don't, because in South India, these these publications are not very popular. When I
Yes.
was a child in 90s, there was Hindi book publication. These type of books were there. Okay, so
Okay.
very few of very few people in India now they know about those books in the Indian comic books in Hindi. So
Okay.
if you see the views on those videos, you will see only 100 views or 150 views because I never intended to have more views on those because there are not people who can watch because only those persons who are 30 or to 40 years old, they were
Mm.
kids in 1987, or
Mm.
those people can identify. So for those my few friends,
Mm-hmm.
for these comic books, I make some videos. Although I know they are not useful for YouTube purpose actually. So
Mm-hmm.
that is why my channel is not going, but it is still there. Okay, I have a channel. My
Yes.
wife I put some educational content, and because of this promotion and transfer,
Uh-huh.
so not able to put, but she will put definitely afterwards. And so actually, we love your sessions. I saw your sessions. I watch those conversations on daily basis. Not watch always. I put some earphone, Bluetooth earphone, and do my anything, whatever arranging clothes and anything. So
Mm.
found them very useful because actually I speak very fast. So the calm, you are cool and calm, and the way you direct conversation. So it is very
Mm.
good. Anybody wants to learn how to communicate, what type of questions are there, how to answer them. So it is good for students also. Even sometimes we need to conduct interviews. So it
Mm.
is our staff is very difficult to conduct interview also because see, interviewee is also frightened because of
Correct.
pressure. But the interviewer, the person who is taking interview, they are
Mm.
also sometimes nervous because if they are not good at communication. So in a
Mm.
who you communicator, so please introduce yourself, please talk about yourself. So these things are we need to ask from in
Yes.
interviews to staff. For every year we conduct interviews. So that is
Mm.
why very video is very useful.
Mm. Mm. Yeah.
It is not simple communication. You can apply that knowledge anywhere.
Yes. Yes. Correct.
This is my wife also, but these videos are good, and you
Mm-hmm.
should do it, and you can communicate to ma'am also if she accept your request. This is
Mm-hmm.
how she did it first, and then I communicated. Uh,
Yes, because many people comment that you need to stop the person and correct their mistakes. But I'm focusing mainly on communication. It is like giving an opportunity for a person to speak, right? So if I keep stopping them, correcting them, whatever little confidence that they have, maybe they might lose that and they might be further discouraged. So yes, it is about learning. Maybe if they are making like very big mistake, then I will tell them. Or there are people who like at the start of session they tell me, ma'am, please correct my mistake if I do something in the session. So for those kind of people I correct, but otherwise I'm just giving an opportunity for them to speak. Like it's mainly about communication, and communication is not equal to English. Oh yeah, that is how I'm proceeding. And did you learn this pencil sketching in your childhood? Is there any way we can make our children learn it formally?
Actually, everything can be learned. There is no God gifted skill, but yet, yes, actually, me and my brothers, actually, we are three brothers in from childhood. Actually, my family is, it was very humble background. We are having no money, actually, for pocket money. Actually, my father was, actually, he was not poor. He was a government servant. But the culture we are having in Rajasthan, we do not provide children much facilities. So there was no thing, there was no colors, there was no sketches. So we are when government books, they are black and white. All black books are black and white. So we once I found comic books, so we all used to love them, used to read them again and again. But
Hmm.
I think this is something in our genes. We all brother, we are very good at sketching, and my daughter is very good at sketching. In
Yes, yes.
the age of 60s, she made make very good proportions and sketches by herself. So I cannot deny that, okay, I have something by my own, and say yes, I practice more. But
Hmm.
actually, I'm not an artist. Actually, I just copy the sketches I love. For example, see this, I just get this book. So
Hmm.
no, this is content, I just want to sketch this, so I can
Correct.
make a good copy. But
Hmm.
if you think that I'm an artist and I'm like I'm painting something by my own, I can paint by something my own, but it will take hours to do that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Copying, and I'm happy with that. It's been a very small hobby. Copying, first I get my what sketch I want to copy, then I
Okay.
have a pencil and just I copy. While looking, I can copy.
Hmm. Hmm.
This
Yeah.
was
Yes, yeah. Children in the initial years, they are very good at it. They are very much interested also, like painting, coloring. So it is important for us to foster that. We should help them grow in it, right? But otherwise, they just get distracted later and they stop doing it altogether. So unless it is there in their practice, they won't be doing it for like longer period of their life.
actually what I think that our parents and me and other people in
Hmm.
India, what I have seen, they actually parents do not care about what their children are doing. It is good or bad. They are just caring about it is if because of that thing, whether he or she will be able to earn money. So
Oh, right.
if parents want their children to be educated only because they are able to earn money, if there is
Correct.
no money involved, no, I think most of the parents hate if their children are educated in some many senses. There are so many things involved. Okay,
Hmm.
so they are promoting education just because there is money involved, there is power involved, there are government jobs involved. So if
Hmm.
when they see that, okay, somebody is sketching, somebody is spinning because if our children do painting now, it is as
Hmm.
parent, it is hectic to clean all those stuff. See, children are very creative. So whenever they do, they throw things, they throw
Yes.
colors, and what-
Yeah.
they,
Their
they get that.
clothes on their hands. Yes.
We need to clean home. We need to clean their clothes also. Clothes are very expensive if you consider our Indian structure. So
Correct.
these limitations, very we Indian children, when we were children, and our
Yes.
children are very, they got very less opportunities. But nowadays children are, so parents are very aware, and they actually
Hmm.
they want their children to grow, and they make sacrifices, and they spend a lot of money. Even
Correct.
what they can spend, they are spending actually more. And nowadays I cannot complain because many parents are actually promoting children to do these such type of activities.
Yes, yes, yeah, very well explained. I totally agree that, like previous generation, they were like that. Now I want to teach my daughter, my son dance or music. So they are all of an opinion. Why? What is she going to do out of that? Whom she is going to dance in front of? So these kind of opinions. But it is like I want them to grow like complete personality on a whole. It's not only about education or studying from school. It's about social life also. So you need to have multiple talents. You going to use it or no? It is just utilizing it constructively, whatever free time they have, because now they are still small. So once they become like high school or college, they will have a lot of pressure, educational pressure. They need to study more. That time maybe they will not have time enough for hobbies or something. So now it is important for their growth. That's what I feel. And I relate to it that my father or my father-in-law, they're not very much interested or encouraging of that same thing.
Even when I was small, I was 6 years old or 7 years old or 15 years old, I made a sketch of Hanumanji, of Indian Devata. So my father was shouting at me, why you are doing this? If you put this your hand and if mistakenly your feet is going to touch, everything will be spoiled. What we were very fearful with religion. Na? So if
Ah.
that image is being disrespected,
Mm.
so you discourage completely. You must not draw any Devi Devata. So actually, they were very they were fear also. And one more thing is, see, if we talk about any talent or any skill,
Mm.
nobody can say what thing is going. Future is very uncertain. Nobody can assume that what thing you is going to benefit you. For example, in Corona time, the
Yeah.
people at technology, the
Mhm.
person who is at the communication skill, they even they proved themselves to be better teachers and better employees, because at that time there was no nothing. If you only there was only communication, good communication. So if
Mm.
the communicators, they would be able to, even some businesses have boom because of this. Some
Mm.
business is down, but some, because even these comic books, I was completely out of these things. But now
Okay.
now I am for with this book. Why? Because at that time all people realize that what if this day will be last day of our life. They think that way in Corona time. So they
Mm.
become more conscious about family, about
Mm.
children, and about their hobbies. So when they came to know, okay, the world is going to end, so let's enjoy my hobby. So artists go there for, actually some industries took a boom. And even it is not that much of relevant. I saw a interview of Bobby Deol from Animal movie. So
Yeah.
he said, I have no work. So I, because of disappointment, I grew my beard and I was there in some playground, in a cricket ground, and
Mm.
somebody showed me, and the Sandeep Reddy Vanga, the director, he saw
Uh-huh.
that. He asked me that I want this look.
Mm.
So
Okay.
he said that my हिंदी में बोला मेरे बेकारी के दिन काम आ गए. So he was saying that because we do not know what which thing will be useful
Mm.
for us. If your
Correct.
daughter is good at dancing,
Mm.
she's good at sketching, she's good at painting, she's good at anything. We do
Mm.
not know what's going to be beneficial for them. So
Correct.
because one role he got all the fame, all the money, and his career is again revived. So
Mm.
if you are if you dance in front of anybody, what it will be useful or not, we don't know. It may be useful, and it may be that much of useful. It may completely revive your career, completely revive your personality.
Correct, correct. They will have a second chance, I would say. When we were children, like painting and this kind, they didn't have any value. But
Yeah.
now, painters are earning very good. Everybody is making well. You need to be important, like you need to be good at your skill, whatever you do. And nothing is waste nowadays. Everybody is able to earn money.
मैडम what circle आए हो ना, physical circle or virtual circle.
Mm-hmm.
No artist, no plumber, no worker, no electrician, and nobody you can nobody is free. If you call anybody now for electric work, plumbing work, for art, anything, everybody say we are busy. We cannot come at short notice. You must take an appointment. Any beauty parlor, if you want to manage a function, okay, birthday party of your child or marriage or any function, you try for tent, for food, for anything. You contact with any person. He simply said, I am not free. Even Chaiwala is saying that if you want to have a tea, na, you must wait because I am not free. So I'm not able to see that if any person is having a skill and he is free. All are busy and all are well.
And photographers, now these things are coming like newborn, maternity photo shoot, pre-wedding photo shoot. There is so much coming up, everybody is in demand.
Yeah, skill and art is more important nowadays. Even everything is art integrated. Even learning is art integrated. Clothing is art integrated. Interior design, everything is art integrated. So art, we cannot underestimate art and music and other things. Even I am a very introvert. I never perform on stage. I never played any sports. I never watch any sport. I never watched cricket. I never played cricket. So many people very so they come, they surprise when they
Mm.
come to. But even I went through those things because of my behavior, because of the surrounding. Now
Mm.
even after becoming principal, I know they are important things. If I have not done this, and if
Mm.
I am doing well, it doesn't mean that they are not important. So
Mm.
sketching is important. Cricket is also important. Everything is important.
Correct. Correct.
Children must be exposed to these things and then let them decide what they want to excel.
Mm. Right. Okay, so we ended up talking so much. So shall we end the session here?
Yeah, I think it's a half an hour.
Half an
Okay,
hour. Yes, yes, yeah.
we're good to talk to you. And actually, I was aware about see what we had because I watched so many of your videos, and I
Hmm.
love the videos. There are students and some housewives, and not in outside of India in Jammu Kashmir. I think some ladies were there. I don't remember the place, but from northeast or from Jammu Kashmir or from outside, they were
Hmm.
they inspired by you, and they started this type of thing or other type of skills. So
Hmm.
I found them very useful from many perspectives, from a communication skill, from English language, from motivation, and
Correct.
from I watched one video. The student was very underconfident, but after speaking with you or with anybody else, they feel that okay, we are also important. We can
Yes.
also communicate. Later we will improve.
Mm, yeah. Okay, thank you. Lovely talking to you. Thank you for connecting. Have a
Thank you
good
so much.
day and good luck.
No, thank you so much, ma'am. I hope you will my wife will communicate with you after in some session, and I would also like to communicate again after some time when it will be possible.
Okay,
Thank
we'll
you.
do that. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye bye.